Today, we are going to unfold and give to you a secret. The secret that is known as the power, unveiling and unmasking the power of Gayatri. You have heard many times before that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God or O. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was O. At the beginning of this creation, at the start of every creation, when this world is about to move from that seed state, the state of consciousness, to the state of what it is today, it starts with, the scientists say it's the Big Bang Theory, but that's their way of a justification for something that they cannot explain. But Sanatana Dharma says the first manifestation of anything in this world, in this creation, came from Om. As a matter of fact, now, scientists, when they measure sound in the vastness of this creation, when they put this sound meter on the very outskirts of Mother Earth, as she circumambulates the sun, do you know what sound is recorded scientifically? It is Om. It is the hum of Om. And therefore, we are told that that individual who can command sound can control this universe. I say that again. That individual, according to my Guruji, Sadguru Sankeshwar Das Maharaj, that individual who can control sound can control and influence this universe. And therefore from Om came Gayatri. Gayatri mantra is the first, it is the most ancient according to the Guinness Book of World Record. It is the most ancient of any mantra given to mankind. Not Hindus, but to mankind. And there is so much power in Gayatri mantra that many of us take it for granted when we chant it. But what is mantra? You see, mantra has three devatas. You would hear this for the first time today. A mantra has three devatas or three limbs to a mantra. The first is mantra itself. And the mantra as that which is given in your right ear by your Guruji, or that seed power packet syllable, that syllable that has energy in it, it is called mantra. Any sound that is infused with energy, it is called a mantra. And you would say, Baba, what about any sound? And the answer is yes. If you say, Ay, is that a mantra? It is. Ay. Remember in the Shiv Mahapuran, the young man who was very dull-witted and not even thinking about it, he was chanting, he was calling to that boar who was being chased by the hunter. Ay, ay, come, ay, come. And the ay, it is the beginning seed of the mantra, aim. And aim allowed him that power that came from that sound, the energy, allowed his consciousness to be open up to become a very great sadhu. You see, my friends, the first syllable, the first limb of mantra, it is mantra itself. The second part, or the second devata in mantra, it is that which is known as stotra. And a stotra, it is a compilation of many mantras. Sometimes you would have stotra that are 7 verses, 8 verses, 5 verses, 11 verses, and so on. It is a compilation of these mantras that sing the praises to a Devi or Devata. We chanted this morning Linga Ashtakam. We chanted this morning Bilva Ashtakam. We chant sometimes Sri Mahalakshmi Stotram. And like this, this is the second limb of mantra. It is Stotra. The third devata that encompasses mantra, it is that which is known as Kavacha. What is it? So the first is, repeat after me, mantra. Second, it is Stotram or Stotra. And the third, it is Kavacha. What is it? Do you know what Kavacha is? Kavacha means that which protects you. A Kavach, Hanuman Kavacham. Hanuman Kavacham, it is that mantra that it is not to praise the Devi or Devata, it is not to invoke any sort of Siddhi, but the kavacha is that which protects you or enamors you. When people are dealing with difficult situations in their life, whether it's black magic or whether it is influence of anything physical in this world, sometimes you have people who want to physically harm you. Those people, you can invoke the power of mantra through the chanting of the respective kavacha. And the third devata of mantra, it is mantra, stotram, and the third it is, what is it? Kavacha. Now, how you chant the mantra, it is also very important. I'm sharing this with you so that when I give you the power of Gayatri this morning, you would understand how to unfold the power of it. So, the very first way of chanting mantra, it is, when you say japa, you perform jap. The first way, it is called vachika. What is it called? And vachika means with the mouth. You chant. And you chant, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You see the lips are moving and the sound comes out. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We say that Ling Puran tells us that individual who chants repeatedly these sounds, it is 10 times more powerful than puja or rituals. That's the first level of jap. The second, it is that which is known also vachika, but without sound. So you sit quietly and you start Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That's the first. And then when you elevate your focus on the mantra, you do like this. You see, the lips alone are moving, but there is no sound. And you would think it's a secret or it's whispering, but no. It allows you to drop the sound. But the moving of the lips causes your mind to focus on something to keep your attention, and therefore the lips continue to move without sound coming out. It is the second aspect of vachika, or the second way of performing jap. And the third and the highest way of performing jap, what is it called? It is called manasik. What is it called? So the first level it is vachika, and the second or the third highest level it is known as the manasik. What is it? And manasik is when you stop even moving the lips and the mantra repeats itself in your mind. You chant that mantra. It is chanting from the power of thought. And when your thoughts can focus on Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, you have reached the highest level of performing jap. If you try that first thing, if you have never performed jap, and you start this morning, and you're chanting in your mind, Om Namo Bhagavate, all of a sudden, I wonder why Kevin got here late this morning. No, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You see, the thought, it is one of the most difficult things to control. And therefore, like anything else, you are expected to start everything okay, Bhaiya? Good. You are expected to chant physically because it helps the human mind to be trained. You see, these senses, remember Krishna Bhagwan holding on to the reins of that chariot? Krishna Bhagwan is the mind, he's the one, he's the Lord, he's the seat of the mind. And therefore all the reins, the 5 horses are the 5 senses. And he's holding on. The horses don't run wherever they please. They run where Krishna Bhagwan steers them to go. And therefore the mind, before that mind can take control, the mind has to establish control and guidance over the senses. And therefore in jap, there is a secret. You must start with Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Start with chanting vachika with the lips and with sound. And in your private moments, not today I will not ask you to do that, but in your private moments, when you chant, maybe for a minute or two, try dropping the sound and only chant with the lips. And if you really are daring, if you think you are ready, if you can do this for 30 seconds in the first instance, drop the lip movement and try only. You see what I'm thinking? No, you don't. And therefore, that is where the secret is. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That thought and that focus only at the Manasik level. There's a powerful mantra that is called the Shiv Manasik Puja, where you don't have to sit and offer anything to Lord Shiva. It is a mantra that is called Shiv Manasik Puja. And I will teach you that in the next couple of weeks. I will teach you those mantras, which is a Shiva Manasik Puja. In your quiet moments, you can sit and perform full puja to Lord Shiva in your mind. And we're told that the mantra chanting, japa, it is 10 times more powerful than rituals. If you drop the word and you chant only with the lips, it is 100 times more powerful than performing rituals. Rituals are important, don't forget that. And if you chant or you repeat the mantra in your mind only and you're focused there, it is 1,000 times more powerful than the ritual alone. That is not my opinion. That is in Agni Puran and that is in Ling and Shiv Puran. I can show you where it is. This is the secret that even Lord Shiva was saying, that when you perform Manasik Puja, it is the highest. Why? Because it is the only form of worship that you perform no injury to this creation. And you would say, Baba, injury? You see, when you pick the flower and you offer, and you pluck the rice and you harvest the rice, and you would say it is sattvic. Yes, it is. But you would have caused some sort of injury to a life form to make the offering. It is sattvic. But Shiva is saying that is a great start. You must start there. You are encouraged to do that. But when you get to the Manasik level, you have mastered the ability of the mind to focus on thought. You decide which thought. And therefore, the power of japa at the Manasik level gives you that power. It reinforces your ability to control the mind. And when you control the mind and you control the sound, you control that which is around you. That is the secret. Today I want you to understand that which I am sharing with you this morning, it is no ordinary message. It is the highest message that has been given to me by my Guruji that I am sharing with you today. And therefore, before we actually get into the chanting, the Kriya of Gayatri, I want to remind you that sometimes when we count with malas, don't we? On Olia's night, Pat counted with her fingers. But we are told that when you use the appropriate jap mala, based on the type of jap that you're doing, the type of mala makes it even more powerful. And I will not go into the details today, but there are different types of malas. Even the color of the string that you use to thread this mala, even the type of string that you use to thread this mala infuses or brings about more power when you invoke the repetition of the mantra. If you use white thread, it is for peace and shant. It is typically the Brahmanas would use the white. If you use a yellow thread, it is for power. It is for blessings, for siddhis. And when you use red, typically the Kshatris would use yellow, but the red, anyone can use red. If you think the yellow will give you power, the red thread, it is a different type of power you would invoke when you use the red thread that threads the mala. If you use the seeds of a tree, it has a certain amount of power. If you use the conch shells, typically you see it in African counting currency. If you use those shells, it is more powerful than the seeds of trees. If you use, for those who perform Ganesh Jap, if you use those beads that are made from the tusk of the elephant, it's illegal now, so don't do it. That is very powerful for Ganesh Jap. If you use crystal mala, like this one, Spartic material, it brings about more power. If you use gold, it has a different level of power. If you use coral, as Panditji is wearing one of his white malas typically, that is for plenty money. That's why Panditji is getting very rich. And it sounds funny, but these are secrets. If you use certain types of malas and you jagawe properly in preparing them, and you chant, japa repeatedly, you would not believe. And you're told that the highest type of malas, malas that you can perform worship with, based on the type of offering you're using, it is that which is known as the Rudraksha. You see the Rudraksha, even Rudraksha, that is the one, I don't have Rudraksha now, but you know what Rudraksha is, like what Lord Shiva is wearing. Keshav, you have Rudraksha? Okay. So all of you know what Rudraksha is, and there are different types of Rudrakshas. There are 11 face, 7 face, 5 face, 3 face, and there's a 1 face Rudraksha bead, which is even very, very rare to find today. And the lesser amount of faces on the Rudraksha bead, the more powerful it is. That brings about the Shakti when you chant your mala and you perform your japa in meditation. These are things you would not very often hear. And therefore, with this in mind, I want you to understand how to perform Gayatri. And before we get there are 2 types of Gayatris that I would share with you this morning. There are many, but in the seed original Gayatri, all of you know the mantra. Please chant together with me. Om Bhur-Bhuvah-Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yona Prachodayat. You see, that is basic Gayatri. But those individuals who want to get the blessings of Lakshmi, what is Lakshmi's beej? What is Lakshmi's beej? The sound, one sound that brings about Lakshmi's power. It is Shrim. Aim is Saraswati. Shrim is Lakshmi. And if you want to get the Lakshmi power of Gayatri, you chant this. Om Bhur-Bhuvah-Swaha Om Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yona Prachodayat. Shrim. It ends with Shrim. And that Shrim, you remember that? That Shrim brings about the Lakshmi in Gayatri. Very powerful. For if you want wealth, you want to bring that power of Gayatri out, you chant it like that. Om, chant together with me, and notice I am putting a Om in between. Om Bhur-Bhuvah-Swaha Om Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yona Prachodayat. Shrim. That is the first Gayatri that I am giving you this morning. The second Gayatri, and I am sharing this only for information, for those individuals who want to have a child. For those individuals who want to have a child, there is a seed mantra that brings about the power of the genitalia area, the power of the genitals. And that seed mantra is known as Yam. What is it? Yam. And therefore, if you want to have the benefit of a child, there are many families who would like to have a child and does not. And there is a way to do this. And the secret of Gayatri in bringing about a child, it is this. You take saffron like the boy and the girl does for wedding, and you put it in the oil, and you rub down the entire body, and then take a bath. After you do that, for those who are wearing the Janev Sanskar, who have the Janev thread, you take the saffron and you rub that saffron also on the Janev after you take a bath. You take a yellow piece of cloth and you spread it on the ground in a very clean area that is quiet. And then you sit down and you perform your Gayatri chanting. If you can do it 108 times every Friday for 3 months, this form of the Gayatri will bring about the benefit of a child. And this is how it goes. Om Yam 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 Bhur-Bhuvah-Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yona Prachodayat. You see, you add Yam 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 between Om and Bhur. Om Yam 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 Bhur-Bhuvah-Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yona Prachodayat. Now you will chant together with me. Om Yam 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 Bhur-Bhuvah-Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yona Prachodayat. Now we will not chant it more times because in the 9 months we will have plenty babies. I'm just giving you, if you know someone and you can't remember what I'm telling you, let them come and ask and we will give him the guidance. It is not just the chanting, it is not just the saffron, it is the focus on the mantra, chanted repeatedly using the very powerful guidance with the proper beads and so on, will bring about the Shakti of that mantra. And therefore today, as I conclude my unmasking, just a glimpse of the power of Gayatri, I want to share with you the Kriya of Gayatri. And what is Kriya? Kriya, it is the movement. Remember Swamiji, Swami Jai Satya, Surya Narayan Jayanti Kumar Swami. Last year she gave us Om Nem Nem Kuberaya Namaha, and the hand position. was like this. It was bringing about this mudra. Mudra is also a form of kriya. And kriya is how you position your hands to bring about the power of that mantra. So, Sunil, please take off the slide. The first slide. The one to the extreme left out of the three. Good there. No, extreme left. Right. For those of you who can see on the screen up front, if you can't see there, please look at me and my hand. And with your right hand, use your thumb and touch the base of your ring finger. You seeing it? And you chant Om Bhu, repeat after me, Om Bhu. Then you touch the bottom of the little finger, Om Bhuvaha. You go up to the second notch, Om Swaha. Top of the little finger, Om Maha. Om Janaha, I'm moving. Top of the middle finger, Om Tapaha. Top of the index finger, Om Satyam. Go down. Om Tat Savitur Varenyam. Down again. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Take out your glasses now. Your right hand, ring finger. Touch your right eye. Om Apo Jyotir. Left eye. Rasu Amritam. And touch your third eye. Brahma Bhur Bhuva Swarum. That is the Kriya for Gayatri. And before you perform your Gayatri chanting, your japa and your meditation, my Guruji recommends you chant this Kriya for at least 3 times. If you can do it 3 times at a minimum, it is the best way to prepare, to invoke now the body to start vibrating with the pattern of Gayatri. Understand, everything is about sound and energy. And instead of just going Om Bhur Bhava Swaha, instead of going straight in, to prepare the energy of the body, you perform the Kriya of Gayatri. So, if you can follow me together, do it together. Now, typically, you don't have to put your hand up. I am putting it up because I want you to see it. You can put it down, like this. Yeah? And the right hand, your left hand, you can leave it open up. Or if those of you who would like to do this, that is okay. But the right hand, that you keep it on your right knee, and you chant by touching the thumb to the different joints on the fingers. So chant together with me, but I will keep my right hand up so that you can follow. You start with me at the bottom of the ring finger. Everyone, together. Om Bhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam, Om Tat Savitur Varenyam, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, Om Apo Jyotir, Rasu Amritam, Brahma Bhur Bhuva Swarom. One more time. Om Bhu, everyone, again. Om Bhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam, Om Tat Savitur Varenyam, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, Om Apo Jyotir, Rasu Amritam, Brahma Bhur Bhuva Swarom. One more time. Om Bhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam, Om Tat Savitur Varenyam, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, Om Apo Jyotir, Rasu Amritam, Brahma Bhur Bhuva Swarom. Got it? If you don't remember, you can go back and look at the broadcast and forward to this section and you will get, I'm sure Panditji was zooming in on the hand. And therefore, you must learn this. It is the Gayatri Kriya. What is it called? The Kriya means the movement of the body that harnesses the energy of the mantra that causes the body to vibrate with the energy of that which you are chanting. And therefore, you start your japa meditation with Gayatri Kriya, and then you sit down and you start your Vachik japa. Chanting aloud with words, and then after a while, if you think you're ready, drop the words and only use the lips. And if you find that you're losing focus, bring back the words so that you will continue keeping your focus. And when you keep getting better, drop the words, drop the lip movement. and keep the repetition of the mantra in the mind. Remember I said the highest power is invoked with the, which one of the beats? The Rudraksha. But there is one more powerful, one bead that is more powerful than any bead.